Hello, I'm alive. Hello. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit sleepy. Let me know if everything sounds okay, and I'm gonna put some music on. Thank you for the follow. Absolved Live. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Audio sounds fine. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, let me get some music going. I'll just put on some background music. Yeah. Um, yeah, happy Monday. I think it's been almost a week since I last went live. I meant to go live I meant to stream later last week, and then it didn't end up happening. I've been awake for 30 hours. Oh my gosh. Make sure to get some rest. 30 hours is no joke. Have you been doing anything specific or just up for fun? Yeah, wow, that's crazy. I think my parents have been up for a while, but that's because they were out of town this weekend, so they've been on a plane for the last probably 8 hours now. So they've been up for a while too, but not 30 hours. That's a little too long for me, I think. Trying to stay awake so I can fall asleep at a reasonable time and then go to sleep and wake up at like 8 a.m. That makes sense, I think. Maybe. I guess yeah, if you're trying to fix your sleep schedule, yeah, sometimes you gotta mess it up a little bit more and then fix it. Yeah, what time is it now for you if you don't mind my asking? Yeah, make sure you don't go too long without sleep. Sometimes it's easy to like transition slowly, like you take a couple naps here and there and then gradually get back. 10 p.m. Ah, gotcha. What time are you gonna try to sleep then? Let's see, if you want to wake up at 8, a nap for me is 8 hours. Oh boy. Yeah, when I nap, it's always either like really, really short or like it just turns into a full 8 hour sleep. Hello, how are you? Hi, Bacon. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I'm thinking of working on some emotes today. Yeah, it's been a while since I worked on my own emotes. I did start working on some like YCH, like your character here emote bases, because I think that'll make it easier for some of the like default, or like not default, but like commonly commissioned emotes. It'll make life a little bit easier if I do any of those. But yeah, over the weekend I was debating streaming on Sunday because Kai had a bunch of people over to do some Magic the Gathering stuff, I think. So there were a lot of people here, and I was like, oh, I could take that as an opportunity to do like a no mic stream and just kind of work quietly, because I ended up doing like stream related stuff like pretty much the whole afternoon anyways. I think, yeah, pretty much the whole afternoon I was working on updating my panels, which if you guys haven't seen, my panels on my Twitch page are all updated. I think I'll probably still make changes at some point, like maybe have a little bit of variety in like the style of the panels and stuff, but I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. I think they look pretty cool, if I do say so myself. I'm also saying that because I spent a lot of time on them, so feel free to admire them and browse them and click around and stuff. I think there's still a few other things I want to tweak, both about the information on the panels and about the like how the panels look, but like I said, I'm pretty happy with them so far. As for today, I will probably dive into working on an emote that I started quite a while ago, actually. The reflective looking layers look nice. Thanks! I added this on my screen a while ago, or on like my OBS, because I was like, oh, it's cool, it looks like a reflection, so if my iPad's like quote unquote turned off, then at least it's not like super boring. But yeah, I started this emote like way back, and I didn't make too much progress on stream. It was something that I like threw together at the very end of a stream, and then I worked on it a little bit off stream. But it's an animated emote, which I technically now I don't have any more animated emote slots left, but that's because I uploaded the Cassie, like the kitty cat nomming nom 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 emote that I made. I think that was the one I made last stream, which I made for fun. I didn't really intend to use it for my channel, but I figured I'd upload it anyways just to see. But once I finish the one that we'll work on today, I'll probably replace that one. So let's dive right into it. If you guys have been around for a while, you might recognize this. It's an animated emote, and it's a head slamming emote. Just bam, bam. Yeah, just a silly, goofy animated emote. It's been a while since I visited this, so I figured that it would be a good time to clean it up, finish it up. I did technically draw one of these frames, but I didn't want to play the whole thing like this and like hurt your guys' eyes. Granted, I'll probably play it like this at some point anyways, but yeah, for now we're just gonna, I'll probably just draw out each frame for now, and then maybe go back and add some like rendering. If I don't even know if I'll fully render this one, we'll see. I'll start with the base colors though, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, it'll be hopefully pretty chill. I don't want to wreck my brain over this too much, ironically, because this is kind of a good representation of what it's like to wreck your brain over who knows what. Yeah. The other thing I was kind of thinking about recently, actually hang on, I think I'm just gonna, I don't think I'm gonna duplicate this. I think I can just draw each one individually and it'll be fine. Not usually how I animate things, but I think in this case it'll be okay. Oops, let's see. I can never remember what thickness of like brush I used on previous frames, but I'm pretty sure this is the right one. Bookmarking the brush sizes is helpful, but it can't do all the remembering. Let's just dive right into this. Yeah, I feel like I've been really productive as far as trying to make my stream space look nice, but I still feel like there's like a million things I want to do. But we'll add them gradually. Like I actually also started sketching new art for a stream starting screen, which as much as I like the one I have now, I think it'll be fun to have like, I don't know, to shake it up now and then. Even if I retire the one that I use currently, I won't necessarily like throw it away altogether. Like I may still come back to it, but I think eventually it will be good to change it up. Good to have some variety. I think when I make Big Sammy model, that'll be a good time to change it, which I don't want to make people wait too long for like new stuff. But I think this one we can just have a whole bunch of new stuff at once. That way I'll have reason to hype it up. Not that having a new model isn't a reason to hype stuff up, but I don't know, I'm shy about it. I don't think I would make it like a huge like event or anything. I think I'd probably just be like, hey, I'm gonna start using this model now. If I was like commissioning someone else for a model, I think it would be different. But in this particular case, since I'm doing it all myself, I'm not a big fan of tooting my own horn too much. I know you kind of have to some extent if you're like creating content on the internet. Well, not like have to, but there's definitely pressure too. So we'll see how it goes. I still stand by the goal I set to have that done before my birthday this year, which gives me plenty of time, but I don't know. I worry that the end of the year is gonna get too busy, especially with the wedding like a little over a month away. That's a scary deadline to meet. I see. That's fine. Yeah, so because I'm drawing each frame, I'm okay with kind of, I wouldn't call it cheating, but like just kind of erasing the parts that should be behind that. I feel like I don't need the onion skins on right now. Okay. Got the hair flying this way. Yeah, that should be right. Maybe make it thicker afterwards. This totally does not feel thick enough compared to the other frame, I think. Let me see. Oh, actually, that should be right. Something about it felt off for a second. Okay, this. How long is the hair? Like there, so, oops. Oh my gosh. Oops. Okay, here. We'll just cut it here. Same with the head. Yeah, we worked on all of Saturday morning. We were doing kind of wedding related decision making, a lot of like reaching out to the photographer and mostly the photographer, figuring out like the exact shot list for all the photos that we want and stuff, which luckily they have a pretty good template. It's like, oh, here's some of the ones we normally have. Do you want these or no? So it's like yes or no. But it was a really long list, which makes sense because, you know, it's a wedding. There's a lot of pictures that you want, that you should have and stuff like that. And then Sunday, we were testing out some stuff for favors. So I know I talked about how we're gonna have like trading cards, but we're also gonna do some jams. So we were trying to make some jams with a friend who has a little more experience with that. They're still kind of like resting and stuff, and so it's not perfect, but that's why we're doing like trial runs and stuff. So yeah, that's about where we're at now. I still have to look back at the I have a big old to-do list and many things are still to be done. And this weekend I have a bridal shower, which I'm a little bit scared about. I wasn't even originally planning on having one, but my sisters insisted on throwing one anyways, which I am not opposed to, but I will say I'm not usually big on parties that are centered on me. So yeah, we'll see, but I think it'll be fun. I'm actually quite looking forward to it. And I was also convinced to get a mani-pedi on Friday actually, so that's also something to look forward to. Again, also a little bit nervous because I don't really get my nails done super often, but I think it'll be fun because last time I did have my nails done, I will admit I enjoyed like just the feeling of the nails, and it is fun to look for like nail inspiration. I feel like I almost like that more than the actual like having my nails done, is just like looking at all the cool stuff you can do with your nails. I think that's pretty neat. There's the extra on that in a little bit. Shortly after the invitations went out, my sister was texting me like, oh, what clothing size are you? And I was like, clothing size? Like anything in particular? She was like, oh, you know, just for everything. And I was like, everything? And that's when it occurred to me. I was like, oh shoot, bridal shower means people are gonna get gifts. And she was like, yeah, like, what's your bra size? And I was like, I did not think about the possibility of getting like underwear and stuff from people, but I guess that makes sense. I manicure my own nails with my teeth. Look. Sorry. I swear Kai's just gaming. He's not, everything is okay. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I like never have my nails done, like, and I think for that reason I always have hangnails and stuff. So I don't think I have a tendency to bite my nails most of the time, unless I have like I straight up don't have a nail clipper with me, and then I'm like, okay, it's bothering me, so I'll kind of like bite off my hangnails. Terrible habit, but yeah. Hi Lee, Sammy No Wayne. Hi Lee, welcome in. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. How was your stream? I saw you were streaming earlier. I think I popped in very, very briefly at the beginning. But I think it was kind of overlapping with like the tail end of my workday, so I just kind of lurked for a little bit. As long as I could, but yeah, it looked like you were having lots of fun. Oh, congrats on redeeming first. I always forget about that one. Yeah, I had some friends came in and they were annoying me. Oh, that's always fun though. It's fun when it's friends annoying you. When it's like strangers, maybe a little bit less so, but I don't know, depending on the vibe, sometimes it's still okay. But yeah, did you have fun at least? That's the important part. If you're streaming and you're vibing, even if people are annoying you, if you're having fun, that's all that matters. Yeah, how was your weekend also? That goes to everyone. How was everyone's weekend? I forgot it's Monday. I kind of remembered, but it doesn't feel like a Monday. I think because we had so much stuff going on over the weekend, it felt like it was just a constant stream of like being productive. Okay, these last two frames should be pretty easy. This actually probably will not take that long. I was debating working on some like YCH emotes. If anyone's in need of emotes, maybe I'll just pick some random people to make them for. No, if I do that, I should make it a little more formal. Maybe I'll like put out a poll or something. Let's see. I love that game. Finally figured out where to go. That's good. That's good. It's always very satisfying when you're like kind of stuck on something, like in a game, and then it kind of clicks and you figure it out. Always a good feeling for sure. It was good. Ate some pizza. Ooh, I love pizza. I was really feeling pizza last week, and then I didn't actually have any pizza until like Friday. Was it Friday? No, Thursday? I actually don't remember, but sometime later in the week we had, it was just Costco pizza, but honestly, I'm a sucker for Costco pizza, so I was not complaining. But yeah, Costco pizza, and then we went to Costco and did some grocery shopping, and they had this like, it was like flavored sriracha, or like, it was some kind of sriracha, but not like the usual like sriracha brand. And we really like that, so I actually put some of that on my pizza too. Normally I'm not a hot sauce on pizza kind of person, but it felt fitting this time. Half the stream was me doing a boss fight. I really love how beautiful Wu Chang, is it pronounced Wu Chang? Wu Chang is. I asked that, but I'm like pretty confident that's how it is. But for some reason when it came out of my mouth, it did not feel right, but yeah. I'll have to go back and watch the VOD because I only watched for a little bit, and I do agree it looked really cool from what I saw, but I think it would be very cool to see more of it. Hello, hi JT, how are you? How are you? You said it right, that was good. Sammy Wu Chang stream when? You know, not Wu Chang, but I was debating playing a game next stream, either tomorrow or Wednesday. It'll probably be something cozy, and I'm debating between, so I have two games that I'm debating between. There's Minami Lane, which I know has been out for a pretty long time. People have been playing it for a long time. And then there's Make Room, which is also, it's like a kind of like a room decorating game, I'm pretty sure. I haven't watched like too much gameplay of it, but they had an update today, and I have not played it yet, but it seems fun. It seems cozy. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll put up a poll. Are you guys interested in that, or should I just do more art? I feel like the vibes will be pretty much the same. I am nervous about streaming games because last time I streamed a game was, I think it was when I was playing Florence, and I looked back and I was like, oh my gosh, the game audio like did not go through. Because I felt like I tested it out ahead of time too and it seemed fine, but in the VOD it didn't seem to go through, but maybe that was just me. But I'll definitely test it out ahead of time and see if it works and stuff. It'll be a good learning experience regardless. Alright, it's coming along. It's coming along. I feel like I should put like little, like a bit of white outline around here just to make it a little more visible. Doing splendid. How's stream? Pretty good so far. We're just chilling, working on an emote that I started a long time ago. Which, funny enough, like when I made this, I was having a lot of like, I was feeling really really frazzled about wedding planning, and now we're getting closer to the wedding, but I feel pretty okay because we got a lot done this weekend, so it made me feel a lot better about like where we are overall, I think. So yeah, I'm not feeling too frazzled, but admittedly I'm sure this feeling will come back again, so I'm not holding my breath for smooth sailing the whole way quite yet. We'll see though. Yeah, it's going nice and fast though, because like I said, I got most of it done last time, and it's not like a particularly complicated emote by any means. Just a for fun kind of thing. Yeah, this one will probably replace the Cassie one I uploaded. I uploaded it because I kind of forgot that I had other animated ones planned, because I wasn't really planning on using that Cassie one to begin with. But I think at the time I was also just updating a whole bunch of stuff on my channel, so I was like, why not? It's there. So in the meantime, you guys have access to, well, if you're subbed, you have have access to that Cassie eating emote. Okay, and this one, the hair is going like this way. Let's just reference this. Easy peasy. Just use that same color. How's this look? That's a mood. I got that wedding planning struggle. Yeah. Are you getting married soon too? I know someone I was talking to has a wedding coming soon, or maybe, or was it recent, like you got married? I don't know. I feel like I've been hearing from a lot of people who either have gotten married recently or are getting married, and it feels like we're all just kind of in panic mode. Like my step cousin's getting married the same day as me, but that's actually a different story, so I'm not gonna dive into that. Maybe another time. There's that. One of my coworkers is getting married a couple weeks before me, and same with one of Kai's college friends. He's getting married a couple weeks before us too. So lots of fun stuff happening. Figured out all our hair makeup stuff for like me and my mom and my bridesmaids and stuff, which was kind of weighing on me, so I'm glad that's taken care of. I'm wondering if I need to add more frames, because this is feeling a little bit dizzying. Maybe like one more between these two. So kind of similar to this first one, except we'll like slide it forward a little bit. Oops. Here, let me turn off snapping. Just a little bit, and the only difference will be like a little bit of the physics stuff, and then the eyes can be a little bit more swirly. We'll go like, well, let's make it look nicer though. Oh my gosh. Come on. Something like that. Maybe. Yeah, something like that's probably good. I say as I undo it anyways. There, that's nicer. Okay, maybe that's the place to go from the outside. Because I want it to kind of take up the same general area and just kind of be a little bit off. I got a couple months and I'm dreading the fact that I have to invite my parents. Ooh, yeah, my step cousin's relationship with his mom is fine. His dad, less so. That whole family has a lot of like complicated relationships. But yeah, I get what you mean. Sometimes it's one of those obligatory invitations. So I feel that. Let me go close the door really quick. Be right back. Yeah, there was some crazy drama on that side of the family though, because apparently the groom is not super involved in the planning, so his fiance not only is including her grandparents in like the wedding ceremony and stuff and not his, but she forgot to invite his grandparents altogether, and so that stirred up a whole bunch of stuff. Like I'm not super in touch with that, like their family over there. They don't live nearby, and then they're also, like I said, it's a really complicated situation, but I'm like, yikes. I am glad that, I mean, like, it's not like our families don't have their set of issues as it is, but I'm glad it's not like that bad. My father and his wife aren't really like the worst people in general. They just have a problem with me. Yeah. I don't relate to it personally, but I definitely have my share of that within like our family. So I get what you mean. But I hope it goes well. I hope things go well. I'm sure it'll work out. Which I know a lot of people were telling me that for some of the issues that we were having, and it was not like super reassuring, but I mean, from what I've been experiencing so far, things have been falling into place as we get closer. Um, yeah, my advice so far is to make sure to take advantage of people who offer their help. I know I have the problem where I struggle to ask for help when I need it, especially in all this planning stuff, because like it just feels so hectic. But as we get closer, a lot of people around me are like putting a lot more emphasis on like, hey, we're here if you need help and stuff. And so it's been very comforting to have that and like have people be like, hey, like, here, do you want, like, they'll straight up just like be like, hey, I'll take care of this if you want, or this or that. One of the more recent things, more recent but not like the most recent thing that we've gotten to take care of is the flower girl and ring bearer, like clothing and stuff, their dresses and everything. They came in and our ring bearers got like fitted into their stuff, and then their parents are really nice and they were like, here, we'll take care of the alterations and we'll help you like pick out shoes, because like I told them a few times like I'm not very picky about a lot of this stuff, so like I trust your guys' judgment pretty much is what I told them. And yeah, I gotta have my little sister by any means, so I'll deal with them. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what my step cousin is kind of dealing with. Is his stepsister, so my cousin, is like very close to them. So obviously she's invited, but that also means that her parents have to go, and her parents. Oh my gosh, my model broke. Okay, ignore that. But yeah, her parents have issues with their side of the family, my side of the family, like all around. There's very few people who don't have issues with her. Let's put it that way. Um, and like everyone's kind of on the same page of like we'll tolerate it. Like we can deal with it, and most of the time in like big family situations, she's fine. Emphasis on most. um, but yeah, it's one of those things where on that side of the family, I know there was some talk about it because he doesn't get along with the parents, but it's also his sister, and his sister loves him and his brother. So I 100%. And she was already hesitating too, because she was like, oh Sammy, I really want to be at your wedding, I feel bad. And I'm like, no, these are your brothers, you have to go to that wedding. Like I'm not saying I don't want you at my wedding, but like I see you all the time, you live very close to me, I know that the love is there, like, but like you totally should be at your brother's wedding. So yeah, totally relate to that from like a different perspective, I suppose, though. Okay, this feels a little bit smoother. What do you guys think? How are we feeling about this one? This happened really fast. I knew it would be a quick emote since I had already mostly finished it, but I didn't expect it to be this quick, I will admit. Yeah, what if we turn off this background there? So this is kind of what it would look like. I mean, I could like shade it in a little more. It's amazing. It's a big mood. I'm definitely gonna be relating to this emote a lot in the next month leading up to the wedding, just kind of slamming my head on the desk. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, maybe I do have some bases that I made that I want to use for other emotes, so maybe we'll get started on one of those next, actually. That's me every day, but Saturdays, oh yeah. Work days, especially, of like, my work hasn't been particularly like busy by any means, but like it comes and goes. It's like either the whole morning they've got like I'm just waiting on responses on some of the work I'm doing, or I have like 10 things on my plate at once. And having all that while I'm trying to like figure out non-work related things like wedding stuff and stream stuff. It just feels so overwhelming sometimes, so definitely relatable, but yeah, pretty solid, I think. Okay. It's a little early to take a break, but I might take a break anyways, also because I feel like ads might run automatically very shortly anyways, so I'll take this time to take a break. I'll run really quick ads because I do run ads every now and then to prevent pre-roll ads. So I think while we're at a good stopping point, we'll take a quick break. I'll grab some water. You guys should also grab some water, and then we can start on another emote. And that way we don't miss anything exciting or important if ads interrupt. Yeah, so let me put up a timer. We'll take like we'll make it really quick. No, let's just do a quick 5-minute break. 5-minute break, I'll run a minute or two of ads and it'll be easy peasy. Okay, so get some water, use the bathroom, and we'll be right back. My kitty cat has come to visit. She's sitting in my lap. She kind of wants some attention. Anyways, that was a nice quick break. Let me get rid of this little guy. Alright, let me hide this really quick actually. I'm going to show you guys my YCH bases that I made. Partially because kitty cat's on my lap and I don't think she really wants me to do stuff right now. So let me really quick hide that. I don't want to show too much other stuff because I do have some, not like super private things, but ow. Oh, okay. Kitty cat has decided to leave. Say bye, Cassie. Let's see, where's my stack? I'm like relatively organized with my art files, but Procreate doesn't allow like, instead of like folders, they call them stacks, and you can't have stacks within stacks. So it makes it a little hard to like fully organize everything. But anywho, these are the bases I've made so far. So most of these are emotes that I already have, with the exception of this laughing one, which I literally just made yesterday. So I think I might use this one today and make my own, and then that way it'll give me an idea of if I need to adjust the base a little bit. I just wanted to wait for you to return so I could say bye. I gotta get back to work. Shop opens in an hour and the goods won't bake themselves. Ooh, good luck, have fun. Ooh, do you work in a bakery? That sounds so fun. That's like one of my friend's dream jobs. Like, he was like, oh, once I retire, I think it'd be really cool to have my own bakery. But have a good time at work. Hope all goes well. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate the company. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Yeah, it's my shop. Ooh, that's so cool. Well, you make that bread, literally and or figuratively. But yeah, I hope work goes well. Have a good day. Take care of yourself. Yeah, all of the usual fun stuff. Yeah, we'll probably just be doing the same old stuff, more emote things. But yeah, if you see these bases, you can probably recognize that I have kind of the same emotes here. I'll put them in chat. So I've got this one. I've got a heart one. Oh, the bonk one I actually don't have. This one for veteran like Sammy Do on Twitch fans, if you can even call it that. Kai has this bonk emote, and it's probably one of my favorites that I have ever done. Sorry, you can hear Kai in the background, which is very funny timing. But yeah, I made this emote for Kai. I'll find Kai's version later and show you guys, but this is also a contender then for a Sammy Do emote. I have this one, which when I first drew it, it wasn't intended to be an emote. It was, I don't remember what it was for. It was for some kind of like meme or something. So there's this one, and then the laughing one. So there's two of the five. I do not have Sammy Do versions of, but I have made emotes of all of them except the laughing one. But yeah, these three, if you recognize, yeah, these three are here, and oh yeah, but you get the idea. So what do you guys think? Should we do, I was thinking doing a laughing one, but maybe I should do a Sammy Bonk one. Which ones would you guys prefer? A Sammy Bonk or a Sammy Laugh? Maybe a Sammy Laugh. I like to think I'm funny, but I don't think I make a lot of people laugh in stream. But I don't think I have like huge bonkable moments. Maybe I do. I would have to look back. Laughing or bonking? Eeny, meeny. I mean, at some point I'll probably make both. I have room for both. Let's do the laughing one because, like I said, I haven't tried this with an actual design, so there's a chance I might update the base for it. So I'll just duplicate it. I'll leave it in the stack for now, and then I'll just move it later. We will call this Sammy Laugh. All right. If all goes well, this one and then the head slamming emotes will be the next ones uploaded to my channel. Twitch keeps reminding me that I have more emote slots and I just haven't gotten around to it, so now's the chance. How do I want to do this? Here, I'll put a layer here just to kind of see through it a little bit. Do I want to sketch it? I feel like I can do it without a sketch, but I'll sketch it anyways. I want to be neat about it. So I just have this little strand of hair that like comes loose. Um, I I was always aware of like my hair, like my baby hair is always sticking out, but I feel like I don't know if embrace is the right word, but really leaned into including this in my design in high school when actually someone else I knew who was really into art was drawing a picture of me just for fun. And then she included that. She was like, oh yeah, you always have that little bit of hair that doesn't quite stay where you want it, which is entirely true. Like that's exactly what it is. It never goes where I want. Same with the hairs on top. Yeah, it's a little close to the top of the screen, but I think that's fine. Yeah, we'll just sketch it to see where things can go. Man, I hate when like the arm lines up exactly where I want to have my hair length, because then I'm like, now it just looks like I'm cheating and like ignoring the bottom of the hair. Like it just kind of disappears. Do something like this. Come on. I don't know if I like that. Like this, maybe? Yeah, I like that better. Maybe I'll shorten it a little bit. Way too big. Might make this thicker at some point. For now, let's just... I've been making a habit of using a thinner brush so that I don't accidentally cut corners and like lose any details when I'm drawing. It's been working out, I think. Because then I can always make it thicker, but it's a little harder to like thin it out after. I'll just mask this. I don't think... Now and then, I don't always agree with this, but now and then I think of in high school, I took a multimedia art class, and that's where I learned like the basics of like Photoshop and a lot of like Adobe Suite, like visual, I guess, programs. So Photoshop, Illustrator, and things like that. And she used to always say like, "Oh, don't erase things if you can avoid it. Like, the eraser tool is bad, basically." Not always true. Sometimes the eraser tool is good, but I understand what she meant, because what she was trying to get at was if you use a layer mask, you're essentially erasing it, but it's less permanent because you can always undo it. Like later on, I can decide, actually, I do want this back, and just kind of shade it back in. Versus if I erase it and way later down the line, I'm like, actually, I want this back, then it's a little bit harder. I don't think it's always applicable, but sometimes it is, and then I remember her. Wow, that was the most like blatant, like, I stumble on my words all the time. You guys know this, but that was a pretty bad one, I will say. Believe it or not, my stuttering used to be like a lot worse. Like, I used to, if I was stuck on a thought, I still kind of do this. Oh my gosh, my eyes. I still kind of do this. And I notice this a lot when I'm clipping my own streams. I used to just repeat the last syllable of the last word I said if my brain like stopped working. I'm trying to think of an example, but I can never like recreate it on command. Now I just repeat the entire last word, not as many times, but still more times than necessary. And I hear myself in my clips and I'm like, oh my gosh, people actually listen to me? Like, it's kind of crazy to me. I know I should have a little more confidence in myself as I'm streaming, but I don't know. It's just one of those things where you notice it about yourself, and that's all you can notice, like, or all you hear. Nice emote. I need $90. Don't we all, low key? I like those emotes though. A little spinning one. I have a spinning one, but it's a chair spinning one. It's spinning in a chair. It goes like this. Yeah. I feel like in this economy, everyone could use an extra $90. Anything in particular? Are you saving for something that's $90, or is it just in general like man, $90 would be nice right now? I guess both could be true. I'll mix, and I'll keep it thin. I see vintage Soviet maps on eBay. Ooh. I mean, okay, I personally am like whatever, but I know that's very exciting for you because you are very big on history. So I understand why that's very exciting. You should start a fund raising money for cool maps. Speaking of cool things, you were the one telling me to listen to Curtain Wall, right? Was it you, or it was you, right? I did listen. As cool as they are, I think it's not quite my genre, I will admit, but I did want to tell you that I did listen to them. Curtain Wall, yeah, is that how you say it? Curtain Wall? Yeah, they are cool. Very, they're like a screamo band, which, as much as I can appreciate it, I think it's not quite my favorite genre. Like, it's not something I would listen to on my own, I think. But it did remind me of years ago on, I think it was America's Got Talent. There was that like really young girl. Like, I don't remember how old she was, but she was really little, and she was doing like some really perfect, very skillful like screamo, like a screamo performance. I'm always very impressed by it because you have to do it very carefully in a way that doesn't hurt your throat. I love it because it's so goofy. Yeah, I got that vibe from it. Like I said, I don't know if it's quite my favorite like genre of music, but I can appreciate it and I can see why other people would enjoy it. But yeah, very cool. Okay, let me start coloring all this. Well, I'll start coloring the head in. I'll take this one step at a time, and then I still gotta do the clothes, but I figured this would be a good start. The ear too, which the ear should be pretty, should just be all one color. Alright, it's coming together. Actually, the eyes also should be colored in a little bit. Not like, it's like, I mean, the eyes are closed, but just a little bit of color. Kind of shade in, oops, oh my gosh. We'll shade in the face a little bit more too. Give it a little bit more color, or warmth, I guess. I think color is not quite the word I'm looking for. Subtle difference, but it's there. Way back here, we'll put the hair. I need 400 to see an old Yugoslavia Air Force helmet. Whoa, that sounds fancy. You should start a fun, or I guess it's time to do a subathon. You should host a subathon. Be like, this subathon is purely just to fund cool, what would you call them? Artifacts? I feel like it needs to be like a certain, like, I guess you could call them artifacts. Cool trinkets? Ah, my gosh. Okay, I didn't mean to undo all of that, but whatever. I love encouraging people to do subathons, but at the same time, I'm like, I personally would be so scared to do a subathon. I feel like there's just so much that needs like thought and planning and stuff that needs to go into it that people don't always like appreciate or understand. Oops, a little too much here. Similar thing for Kickstarters. Like everyone tells you like, oh, if you don't have enough money to like make the merch that you want, do a Kickstarter. But I've seen people's Kickstarters like fail, and it's so scary. Like, not scary, but I feel so bad when people's Kickstarters fail. Like, because it's not easy to set up a Kickstarter. So I've had creators that like I've supported and stuff who work really hard on their Kickstarters and they don't meet their funding goals, and then I'm like, man, that is not a good feeling, even from an outside perspective, because it's like someone put a lot of thought and time into it and was like promoting it for a long time, and this person, like, it's been a few years since their failed Kickstarter, and she recently posted about it again, was like, I was debating doing another Kickstarter, but I'm still a little traumatized from the first failed one. I'm like, man, that really does numbers on like your self-esteem and stuff too. Let's see. I feel like we don't need to sketch this. I can just add to it. Like there's the hoodie. In fact, I'll just erase this. had to look up because I can never remember which side of my hoodie is blue and which side is pink. I just know it's split down the middle, but I can never remember which side. Oops. Also because I do this, but then also my socks. Actually on this model I think my socks are the same, but on other versions that I've done, it's my socks are, one is blue and one is pink, and it's the opposite of my sweater. Probably fine, and then we'll do blue equivalent on this side. I almost feel like this can be a little less. Okay, and the arm. I mean, I think honestly, I'll fill the arm in with regular, like, my skin color. Fill there, and then fill here. And then we'll draw the hoodie arm on top. So we'll just go like something like this. That's fine. Something like that. Probably want to color the liner a little bit. Maybe I'll just do drawstrings and then that should be okay. together. Maybe the body can also. Should I just fill this whole thing? Debating. Could go like that. Nah. I don't even know if I want to. Just keep it like this. Tempting. I feel like this should stay. This either halfway or nothing, I think. I'm trying to look at it on a teeny tiny scale. Maybe this can be a little bit lighter. I try to keep the dark part for like important details, right? So yeah, let's do that for now. Oops. Probably shade the hair a little bit. Do my other YCHs do have highlight, or at least one of them does. I should probably include that on this one too. At least on the head part. Here, I'll do it on the head and then I will move it over. Copy. I'll probably turn it down a little bit. Right here. There we go. Okay, similarly, the hair. Yeah, white's definitely too strong for this particular one, but it's a good start. My dad was trying to convince me and my sisters to see K-pop Demon Hunters in theaters because it's gonna be in the US and Canada for I think just this weekend. But my bridal shower is this weekend, and then we're doing more wedding stuff on Sunday. So I don't think it's quite in the books for us. But my dad's been really into it. He was watching it on the plane ride out to move my brother in to his new apartment, which is very exciting. We were not that surprised about it. We were like, I bet Dad's gonna watch K-pop Demon Hunters on the plane. And sure enough, my mom texted us a picture when they landed and was like, look what Dad watched on the plane. Yeah, like I know he's into BTS. I didn't expect him to be into K-pop Demon Hunters as much as he is. But we take that. I like that he has things he's interested in. It makes me happy. I think I want to maybe color the hand a little bit. I don't know, question mark. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, the ear should probably also. Like, I'm thinking the usual, like, I don't know if I like it like this actually. Yeah, this doesn't look great. Maybe we'll leave the thumb. That's not bad, I think. And we'll take the same color and put it on the ear, which is over here, I forgot. There we go. Actually, I don't know if I like this color. How about this? There, a little more saturated. Okay, I like that better. Do I like that better? Maybe a little darker. Maybe like this. That look like laughing from a distance? You can tell that's a laugh, right? Maybe. Ha ha ha. Good enough, I think. Yeah, I think you can tell that's a laugh. Cool. Is there anything else I should do on here? be okay, honestly. I don't want to overcrowd it with details. Like I said, it is just an emote, so this might be pretty good. If anything, where's the... And I won't change that actually. Okay, cool. Maybe I will do a bonk one too. I'll do all three. Get 3 emotes done today. It'll be real productive. I'm gonna get some water really quick. Cool. Yeah, should we do a bonk next? Let's see. Got this. I almost want to put all my like existing emotes right under it. Not a bad idea. Except I like having my emotes like kind of separated, but it might not be a bad idea to put these in here as examples. Decisions. That's something I can decide later though, I think. Yeah, we'll do a bonk one next, I suppose. Should I take another break? Oh, I'm getting sleepy. I'm a little more tired than I thought I'd be. It hasn't been very long though. How about a break and a bonk? We'll take another break and then we'll do... Oh, perfect timing. Ads are starting anyways. Cool, that's my sign to take a break. Okay, see you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna go stretch my legs and try to wake myself up. Let's take a 10-minute break. 10. Alright, be right back. Enjoy yourselves, behave yourselves. We'll come back, we'll do a bonk emote, and then we'll go from there. this one, I think teeny tiny thing, but I think I want to add a little bit of a reflection on the other side of the hair too. Ooh, hang on. There we go. I don't know, something like that. I think that's what my waving one looks like. Let me see. Yeah, I think I have reflections on both sides. Reflections, highlights, that's the word. I swear I know words. Okay. Anyways, yeah, let's do a bonk. We'll do the bonk and then we'll call it after that, maybe. Maybe I'll show you something else I was working on. I was debating keeping it secret till I was finished, but maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where this takes us. Anyways, Ciruam bonk. The only other one I have like this. Actually, okay, technically, if you go on my Ko-fi, I have a bunny with a bonk like this. I don't know if I did a bear version of this too. I have an emote set with bunnies and an emote set with bears. But yeah, you can find those on my Ko-fi. Actually, speaking of which, Ko-fi Streambot just pointed out my page, so if you want to follow that link, I think that should take you to my Ko-fi. Oh, let me get rid of this too. Oops. Go away. There we go. Start one? Okay, Sammy bonk. Alright, let's Sammify this. Okay, over the head and under the arm will be my hair. So let's just put this here so I can differentiate a little bit. Hair will be like this. Most of this will be under that hammer anyways. Should I make it so that I could animate this if I wanted to in the future? Maybe. Either way, we'll flatten this. Actually, this should probably be a little more this way, even. That's like so close right there. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. If anything, maybe move this like that. Ever so slight side part. It's not exactly a side part, but it's definitely not in the middle. Like, it's too close in the middle where millennials are like, ew, why is your hair parted in the middle? But it's not quite centered enough in the sense that my Gen Z siblings are still like, why do you have that side part? That's so millennial of you. I simply cannot win. Behind the body, but yeah, maybe before the back arm. I'll put the hair like this. That can go behind though. This should technically also be back there. Yeah. And then glasses. Man, having glasses is a little tough. But that's why I have a brush for my glasses. And then I just put it there and then I warp it a little bit. Warp it, redraw it, whatever needs to happen. Yeah, even if I animate it, I don't worry about the hand part because I don't think it would change relative to the head. So we'll keep that mask. What is this one? I don't think I recognize it. I don't recognize it and I don't remember adding it, but I'll take it. I like it. Beast, welcome in. How are you? Beast drew a random card. Ooh, you know what I found out from my good friend Thankfully Cheese? I found out that Ciruam can flip people. So I can go like flip. Let's just flip Kai for fun. Flip Kai. And Ciruam flips him. You can also like exclamation mark angry flip also flips it. But yeah. I used you as a guinea pig. I don't know why I thought of that. I just randomly remembered it. Also, hello Kai, I didn't realize you were watching. Welcome in. Hello, hello. You came just in time to get flipped. I had no idea you were in here. Not that that's perfectly good with me. Happy to hang out with you. Oops, hiccups. Loser? I hardly know her. Oh, so bad. How are you guys? How's life? How are things going? I walked? Where'd you walk? Or did you walk in place? Sometimes walking in place is nice too. That's what walking pads are for. Man, there was a period where like, I feel like everyone and their mom on TikTok was like, check out this new walking pad I got. And they're like watching TV while walking, which is a good way to work out, I will say. But it felt like it was everywhere. Like, same video, different people all the time. I lost however much weight while binge watching TV. I feel like TikTok like ads like that, or like TikTok shop promotional videos are like modern equivalent of infomercials. Like, no one watches commercials and ads anymore, but they'll watch TikToks. Influencer era for real. Walked around, almost got hit. By what? A car? That's not good. I'm glad you didn't get hit then. Getting hit does not sound fun. I had a classmate whose mom, well, she was a classmate and then she got held back in elementary school, but then in middle school, her mom almost hit me with her car. I was like crossing the street and like, I was literally almost at the other end of the street. And it's like, it's right in front of the school, so I wasn't the only kid walking. Maybe in that exact moment, I was the only one crossing the street at that time. But she inched forward, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna hit me. So then I stopped. And normally at that point, if it's like you versus like a car versus a pedestrian, and you're both like kind of at a, you know, there, the car will just wait for the pedestrian to finish crossing. And then, but then she wasn't going, so I was like, okay, I can go. So I started walking, and then she started inching forward again. And I was like, what are you doing? And so we did this like back and forth, like I take a step, she inches forward, I stop, she stops, I take another step, she inches forward again, until I was like literally close enough to reach out and just touch her car. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna run across, because what the hell. Yeah, almost cause of deer. Oh dear, that doesn't sound good. Did the deer make it out okay too, I assume? I'm glad everyone's okay, it sounds like. That's scary. My college had a lot of like deer randomly, so sometimes I would be like leaving class if I had like a really late class, and then just see deer like on the other side of the fence. Or I think like literally the first week of orientation, we were having like a debrief kind of thing right outside the dorm, and this deer just hopped out of the bushes, and we all just kind of stared at it like for a second because no one really knew what to do. The deer stared back at us for a second, and then after a while ran away, and all of us were like, what just happened? And it was like late at night too, so it felt very like weirdly surreal. Like once I say it, it sounds like a very normal interaction, but I think also because of all the like orientation excitement, like it just felt like there was so much happening that day, so we were all kind of tired, and we were like, that was not what I was expecting to see before going to bed at the dorm. Almost became a deer. Oh, okay, I see. Deer in the headlights, for real. Like that, this is an Owl City song called Deer in the Headlights, and it's really catchy. But it kind of confuses me because he only ever says deer in the headlights once in the whole song. But that's the name of the song. I feel like that's the case for a lot of Owl City songs, is like a lot of artists will have the name of the song be something that keeps getting repeated in the chorus. But Owl City tends to not have that. Like whatever the name of the song is, it is said like once and that's it. Whatever floats your boat, though. He's just trying to be different. Wonder what he's up to now. I remember seeing some interview with, I don't remember who it was, or like something going around where it was like someone who used to work with the Owl City guy, and they were like, yeah, he was kind of weird. I feel like that's the case for a lot of celebrities though. Like anyone who knew them before they were famous are like, yeah, they were an oddball. But I guess you kind of gotta be a little bit of an oddball to like stand out and make it big. I think I should make this a little bit thicker. And I'll leave it. This is unrealistic because I would never put my fingers on my glasses like this. Fingerprints? At least not intentionally. But I'll accept it this time. Cool. Okay, and then right here we'll put my hair. We'll worry about the clothes after this. Let's fill in the face too. Could even just put it in a t-shirt if I want to be really lazy. 2026 Pokemon World Championships in San Francisco. I have to go now. Oh, yeah. Are you watching like a live stream of it? Or you're not there, are you? No, you're not there, right? Oh, wait, are you there? I don't know. Maybe you are there. But anyways, have fun. How I feel when I walk your dogs. True. You know how you really feel when you walk the family dogs. Here, give me a second. The one that I was working on earlier. Let me hide this really quick. Where was it? Okay, this one. Where is it? Ready? This is how you feel when you walk the dogs. For context, Preskittles is dog sitting for my parents. They have two small dogs who are very opposite in personality, and it's really hard to walk them both at the same time. As someone who has done it, I almost always like to have someone with me because one of them likes to lag behind and will like sit on the dirt and refuse to move, and the other one really wants to like run ahead. So this is probably how Preskittles feels right now. Life is pain. Yeah, that's the mood that I'm getting from this. But yeah, welcome in, Crimson. How are you? No, you're not there? Well, enjoy watching it anyways. Yeah, this is the mood we're looking for. Anyways, let's go back to that other one. Yeah, hope everyone's doing alright. I'm just pumping out some emotes. I made some YCH bases because I figured that's an easy way to do emotes, and now I'm just applying them to myself. So here's a little bonk emote that I'm making. I don't know if I have a good use for a bonk. I don't think I do too much bonkable stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Yeah, I'll put a sleeve on it. Let's get rid of that too. Let's fill in the arms first, actually. Just the base colors. And then we'll draw a sleeve just really quick. And now I remember this side is the pink side. I could always just look at my screen if I forget. Just that. I actually think on the body part, that means I don't need to do anything else, really. I mean, I guess the other side of this should be like the bluish color, but I don't even think that's the part of the song it's at, but whatever. Alright, there's that. The head, I think I'll maybe shade it a little more. Actually, I might actually also go back to the other one and no, the other one's probably fine. Oh, I could make this like super red. That might actually fit the vibe here, like if I go like this. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't know, I kind of like that though. That's kind of funny. Like, really emphasizes the frustration. Yeah, why not? We'll keep that. To the place where I belong, West Virginia. Maybe that's too dark. Maybe something more like here. that's the other thing, actually. Maybe that should be a little bit darker. I might have to apply the same on the other one. Let me... Yeah, I didn't put a shadow on here. Oops. And I might actually do the same thing on the hair, where I put a little bit of color just along here. Yeah, I like that. How's it going, Sammy? Pretty good. How are you doing, Lee? Oh, another ad break. I feel like we just had one. I'm doing pretty good. How are you holding up? It's getting kind of late for you, isn't it? It's almost midnight. Make sure to get lots of rest. That goes for everyone. I'll probably wrap up soon too. But yeah, make sure you don't stay up too late. I'm kind of an old lady too though, so I always try to get to bed on the earlier side. Doesn't always happen though. Just put a shadow where the hammer is hitting. How do we like this? Should I color in the front of the hair a little bit, maybe? I feel like I should color more of the lines a little bit, but I also... I don't know. I also feel like the hand looks so pale. Should I color the hand a little? Maybe a little bit. Probably soon with the sleeve. Sure. This is probably all right. Put this back on. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll stick with this. Cool. We've got 3 emotes done today. We've got these 2, and then the head slamming banging one. And we're at just about 2 hours too, which is probably about average. I feel like I've done like 2 to 4 hours the last several streams, but I think this is probably a pretty good place to end it. Yeah. What do we want to do now? Okay, let's see. Let's think about... Okay, for next stream, I think I will play a game. I just don't know which game. It'll either be Make Room or Minami Lane. I don't know if you guys are familiar with either game or have a preference. Minami Lane is like kind of like shop/street management. It isn't not like old game, but like it's been around long enough for a lot of people to have already played it. I have not played it yet, so it would be my first time. And the other option is Make Room, which is a newer game. They're both like, I think they're both indie games. Make Room just had a decently big update today, I think. Not like a huge update, but like a pretty significant one. So yeah, maybe I'll throw a poll up on Twitter or something and then go from there. I could actually do one here too, but I don't want to stick around for too long, so yeah. Who should we raid today? Let's see. This person has been live for quite a while. It seems like she's still playing. I don't think she's ending soon, but she's been going for quite a while, so I can't say for sure. Let's see. Who else? Here's someone I did an emote for once. I haven't really watched her streams in a while though. Let's see. Let's look at our options. This person's doing a collab. You know what? Let's raid Tearberry. Today is her affiliate anniversary, so we'll raid Tearberry today. Let's see. What raid message should we send? We should say, how about happy affiliate anniversary, Tearberry. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So there will be raid message or the non-subbed version. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna break everything on my computer first before I leave, I guess. And then whatever. I was trying to put a heart on it and it clearly wasn't working. Anyways, okay, yeah, let's raid. Oh my gosh, I'm clicking all the things that I don't want to click. Okay, raid Tearberry. All right, have a good night. I'll probably either stream tomorrow or the day after. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.